I've given away well over $1 million, and I haven't done this because I'm giving my money away to charitable causes, and it's not because I have a good heart. It's actually because I made a massive mistake when I first started my entrepreneurial journey. I want to make this video today so that you don't make the same mistake as me. Because if I had made this one single change in my life, I would actually be a multi-millionaire. For real, I'm not even joking. I would have made millions of dollars by now. And the reason for that is because time compounds. And so today I'm going to walk you through exactly what that mistake was and how you can avoid the same mistakes as me. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jordan. If you're new here, this channel is all about achieving time, location, and financial freedom. We do that in a few different ways, so make sure you like and subscribe to get more content like this. And let's just jump straight into this one. I've given away millions of dollars without even realizing it. And in all honesty, I feel like if I hadn't have made this mistake, I would be a multi-millionaire. And it seems so silly that I've made this mistake. I mean, looking back, it just looks so obvious to me and I can't believe I did this. But the thing is, I see so many other entrepreneurs, so many other business owners out there making exactly the same mistake. So if you want to make millions of dollars, keep watching this video so that I can walk you through step by step exactly what I did wrong so that you don't follow in the same path as me. Now, a little side context here. I've been a business owner for the last 5 years. Well before COVID, I was traveling the world as a digital nomad, working online, selling Facebook ads as part of a Facebook ads agency. I've had a video company. We've sold all kinds of different video type services. I've had over 20 staff at one point, and now I'm the founder of Video CEOs, where we do a bunch of different stuff in regard to helping people acquire high ticket clients with video content. But if you Google me and you look for some of my social media content, you'll realize that I don't have much of a personal brand. I don't have a big YouTube channel. I don't have a big Instagram. My Facebook, my LinkedIn is just normal in my eyes. And it's really nothing special. And the reason for that is because whilst I was building my business, at least before COVID, those things weren't as important as they are today. Because you could quite easily just email people, you could DM them, and you can get them on the phone and you can sell them. And most of the time you can get these decision makers on the phone and they would buy something on that first call. And if it wasn't the first call, maybe the second. The sales cycles were a lot shorter selling online services, especially things like marketing and advertising. And it was just an easier time to get people interested in what you had to sell because there was just no competition. But ever since COVID, competition has just skyrocketed. I mean, there's so many people out there online right now selling coaching services, consulting services, all kinds of different marketing and advertising services. If you're in IT or you're selling a software, there's heaps of competitors. And this is across all kinds of industries. I'm sure you're experiencing the same thing. That's why you're watching this video. You don't want to give away millions of dollars. Because I actually did give it away. If I had started building my brand early on at the very beginning and I was documenting my journey from day one, I would be in a completely different place than I am now. Like I said earlier, I've been a digital nomad for the past 5 years, selling all kinds of different stuff online. I've had a company that whole time. I've had heaps of different staff, everyone from video editors to appointment setters to closers. And to be honest, guys, I've had a good life. I live in a lot of different countries. I've enjoyed it. But I have realized that if I had done things differently from day one, I would be in a totally different place today than I am now. I'm confident I'd have millions of dollars, I'd have a massive following, and I would be able to sell pretty much anything that I wanted to my crowd of followers. And they would be following me, they would be subscribing to me because I would have shown them from day one who I am in an authentic, genuine way, and they would have come with me through my journey. And I could have created all kinds of different offers, whether it's business to business or business to consumer. Whatever kind of interest I had, I would have been able to create something for someone to make some money. And I know this because all the people I used to follow back then, they're doing very, very well. And back then they had just started their personal brands. And today they can sell all kinds of different stuff to their fan base. And if I had have done this 5 years ago, if I had have just started from day one and not been worried about what people think, not been trying to show that I'm someone I'm not online, then I would have had a real, organic, genuine, authentic following by now. And you should be doing exactly the same. If you haven't started building your brand, if you're a brand new business owner, if you're an experienced business owner and you don't have a personal brand and you're not putting 100% of your effort into building it, you're gonna be shocked in the next few years when you realize that nobody wants to buy from you. Because what people do now is different to what they did a few years ago. It's ultra competitive now. Whatever you are selling, someone else is probably selling too. And if someone comes to you to buy that thing, the first thing that they're gonna do is research you and your competitors, and then they're gonna try and probably speak to you or your salespeople next, and then they're gonna have a think about it after the call. These 1 call, 2 call closes, they don't happen so much anymore. You've probably been experiencing it yourself. Or maybe you've had an inkling that things have started to change. Well, it has. The way people buy today is totally different. It's based on trust. People have been burnt in the past. They've bought things that they didn't like. They've bought things from people who have completely scammed them. I mean, there's hundreds of horror stories out there online. So if you think today you can build a business selling anything, whether it's a service or a product, and you think that you can get away with just DMing people, cold emailing them, cold calling them, and you don't have any content behind you, any brand, then you're gonna wake up one day without a business, without any clients, because they're gonna leave you for the people that do have a brand. And so that's number one, guys. I wish I had started building my brand 5 years ago, because I would be in a totally different spot today. Documenting your journey from day one, right through until the present, would have changed everything for you. You would be in a totally different place. So start now. People wanna get to know you. People want a personal experience with you. They want to follow your journey. They want to hear stories. And so this way, if you can document exactly what you're doing, exactly what you're thinking, over a period of time, you're going to be absolutely crushing it. A few people I can name off the top of my head who you know everything about if you're in the business world is Iman Gadzhi, Alex Hormozi, and even Elon Musk. You know these people's stories inside and out. You know exactly who they are, what they value, what they've accomplished, and what they've struggled with. And the reason for that is because they have documented everything from day one. And you can do the same thing. If you haven't been doing this and you're watching this video now and you know that in the next 5 years you want to be rich and you want to have status and you want to have all the things in a world that you dream about, you can still start now, even if it isn't day one. Because one of the advantages that you might have if you've already got a business or if you've already struggled to build one and you failed a few times is that you have a story, you have experience, and you can document that right now on YouTube. You can start demonstrating to people what you have done, what did work, what didn't work. You can talk about your feelings, your thoughts, your interests, and you can use that YouTube channel as a library of content, kind of similar to creating a journal, except this one is public facing and it allows people to follow your journey and really experience you in an authentic, genuine way. By doing that, you're going to be able to build a following, and then you can start selling the main thing that you've got, or you can sell other things off the back of it. The world will actually be your oyster. You will be free because you can use that brand, you can take it anywhere with you, you can live anywhere in the world, and you can sell pretty much anything you want to that audience. So that's number one, guys. Biggest mistake I've made was not building a personal brand from day one. And had I have been doing that from day one, I'd be millions of dollars richer today. But that's not all. There's also a second thing that I wish I had done from day one. Back when I first started, I was selling high ticket services. And I used to do that in my career as well. Selling IT services, cybersecurity, ended up landing multi-million-dollar deal for my previous employer. And we did this all relatively quickly because the world was just different then. And when I started my business, my very first Facebook ads agency, I was able to get people on the phone and close them for $2,500 US a month, $5,000 US a month, you name it. For me, those are high ticket deals and it was relatively easy. I didn't have to have a long sales cycle, multiple calls. I pretty much just had one conversation with them, sent them a few critical documents and resources that they needed to make that decision, and then the money was in my bank. Those times were good and I was very successful, but things change and things change very quickly. And if you don't keep up with the times, you're going to be left in the dust. Your competitors are going to take over and your clients are going to leave you. So you don't want that to happen, which is why you don't only want to focus on high ticket stuff. If you're only selling a high ticket product or only a high ticket service and you only have one offer, or you've got multiple offers and they're all high ticket, you're going to realize that it's going to be very difficult to get the same results that you used to get in the past. And that's because you need to create trust with your buyers before they buy anything. And one of the best ways to do that is, of course, by building that personal brand, creating content, but also by selling them something that is practically risk-free that will help them get an amazing result. So essentially, you want to sell them a low ticket thing that helps them achieve an amazing result, and then you want to ascend them into the higher ticket thing. But the problem I see when people do this is that they'll create some kind of low ticket thing that doesn't actually help anyone get a result. It's not as valuable as their high ticket thing. And that kind of makes sense because you're not charging a lot of money for it. But the thing is, guys, you need to make something extremely valuable, ultra valuable at a low ticket price point so that you can attract an audience of people who might be a high ticket buyer, but don't quite trust you yet. And so what you want to do is sell them something ultra valuable to prove to them that you are trustworthy, to prove that you can help them get a result without worrying so much about the money. And then you can ascend them into that high ticket thing. This is something that I never used to do in the past because high ticket sales was just so easy. But because the market has changed, because people buy differently now, it's much harder to sell a $2,000 product or service or a $5,000, $10,000, etc. Especially if you're working online. It might be a little bit easier if you already have a brand because you can build trust that way through content. And some people might be following you for 6 months or even 2 years before they buy anything. And that's okay. You built enough trust with them over time. But not everyone watching this video will have a brand. And in addition to that, some people might be working remotely. You might be working in Thailand and you're trying to sell something into the US market. That's perfectly fine. That's the world that we live in. But it's going to be harder for you to sell something into the US market, especially if it's B2B, without physically being there, going to events, conferences, trade shows, or being able to meet people for coffee and things like that, having that face-to-face interaction. I'm telling you, face-to-face sales is going to be making a roaring comeback because of the AI that's out there right now. I mean, we're getting oversaturated with all these AI comments, AI DMs, emails, content, you name it. People are going to start craving human attention. They're not going to know what's real and what's fake. They're not going to know who to trust. And so face-to-face stuff is going to be making a roaring comeback, although it's not going to be as scalable, which is why you want to build that personal brand as well. So if you're like me and you're working remotely, you're moving locations, you want to live that digital nomad lifestyle, or you just want to be a little bit free, you're going to want to make sure that you build that personal brand. But if you can, try and go into the places that you're trying to sell to and show up in person. Go to trade shows, go to events, go to conferences, go to those big cities where most of your clients are going to be and try and meet them in person. It's going to help you build a massive amount of trust compared to all of your competitors who are only focusing on online stuff. So those are the two things that I wish I had done 5 years ago. Firstly, building that personal brand, documenting my journey, showing you guys the wins and the losses, walking you through the challenges and how I overcame them, and just being real and authentic. I wish I had done that 5 years ago. I'd be in a totally different spot. And the second thing is to have lower ticket products that are ultra valuable, which will allow me to ascend people into something high ticket. And if you follow this advice in the next 6 to 12 months, you'll be in a totally different spot than you are today. So if you've got questions on that, let me know in the comments below. Hopefully this has helped you. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.